back.
Oh my gosh. I want my mom. Hi friends. Hi people.
Spring break.
Yep. To give you a little context, because she just yelled spring break like that. We're now entering into our spring break. This is Friday, so day one. So all of our classes and stuff is over for the week. Right now we're headed to visit with my parents for a few days, and then after that visiting with her parents for a few days, and then we'll be heading back to our apartment.
Yay. Be a nice break. What?
It will be a nice break. Just the way you said it. I'm sorry you make me laugh. Sorry you make me laugh so much that I just laugh about things that you say and how you say them. I'm sorry about that.
Got the Korg with us. Sleeping. Why are you laughing?
You.
Made me feel like I'm awkward and I shouldn't talk.
You're definitely awkward, but you should still talk. It's just your personality.
So I just have an awkward personality.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with
I
that.
feel like that's a bad thing.
No, we've talked about this before.
Like, so how do you feel my personality? Oh, it's awkward.
No, just like when you're like talking with new people or talking to the camera. And sometimes, like at first, you're just kind of like awkward about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love you for who you are.
I feel like it would also be weird if I didn't talk. Like, it'd be awkward if I didn't talk.
Like if you were just sitting there the whole time.
Yeah, and I
was
didn't say
sitting here
anything.
talking. Yeah, well, I mean, that
But
would
when
be...
I do talk, it's awkward, so it's a lose-lose situation.
No, it's not. It's not. Because if you didn't talk, that would be weird. Listen, people, if you are awkward out there or anything, if you have like an awkward personality, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Embrace your awkward. That's all I gotta say.
I'm just gonna think about me being awkward now.
I hate when people are terrible drivers. Like, don't use their turning signal.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Or just kind of like swerve in and out of lanes. Or just like kind of hover on the center line. All of these things.
Yeah, it's annoying. What's she looking at? She was staring at me. Probably because I was being awkward.
That's exactly why. Yeah, I guess I would just say that's a big pet peeve of mine. Tell me, Emily, what are some pet peeves of yours?
When people say they're gonna do something and they don't do it.
That's a big pet peeve of yours. Me too. Don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah. I think you find that a lot. Well, I shouldn't say you find that a lot, but that happens, especially in like restaurant customer service. And I feel like that's on a small scale. Like if your waitress or waiter asks you about, is everything okay? You're like, oh, I'd really like some ketchup. Like, oh, I'll be right back with that. And then they never come back with that. For customer service, that's my pet peeve.
It's also terrible.
One of my pet peeves, I guess. Because, if you're going to go into an industry that is solely based on customer service, you should probably be alright with it.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not the case. And so that grinds my gears. Another one of my big pet peeves, I'd say, is when people just stand in front of things or like in the middle of things. And what I mean is sometimes people will stand like right in front of doors that you need to go through or right in the middle of an aisle.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is the worst. There's just nothing more like to me than when you're like walking through the grocery store and somebody's just standing in the middle of the aisle like, I'm gonna look at both sides and see what I want. Like, I understand that maybe you want something from both sides, but pick a lane. It's just like driving. Just pick a lane. and everything will just roll smoothly. Don't stand in front of doors. People need to go through them.
True.
What about when the people don't say excuse me?
I did that once.
You know what I mean? What do you mean? Like somebody was standing in front of something?
No, at the grocery store. Well, I cut that one girl off. That was fine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did.
I guess she gave me a dirty look. But
Yeah, she
I was just
definitely did.
like in a bad mood and I didn't want to be at the grocery store and we were just getting a few things, so I just wanted to get in and get out, and it was crowded and I was annoyed. So that's what happens when Emily's annoyed. I don't do it all the time.
Yeah.
It's just that one time.
Yeah.
Or when people leave carts in the parking spaces or just out in the parking lot in general.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that happened to me today. I went to good old Wally World, and I went into a parking space, and then there was a cart, like, in between parking spaces, and so I took it and put it in its rightful place, which is in the little thing, the little cart holder, if you want to call it that. I don't know what they're called.
It's like a cart stall.
Cart stall, yeah, where you're supposed to return the carts. They're not supposed to just be in the middle of a parking lot. Come on, people.
They're lazy. Real lazy.
Yeah, maybe laziness. Laziness and the lack of manners. Maybe that's like the over-encompassing pet peeve of mine. I feel like this whole pet peeve thing, it can't be just us. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people...
Everyone has
Do you
pet
feel the
peeves.
same way that we do about these things? If so, please let us know. I don't want to be a loner.
Comment your pet peeves.
Yeah, tell us about your pet peeves in the comments. 'Cause I want to know.
I want to know.
What do people get irritated about?